Hi my friends, welcome to day 5 of practicing A Course in Miracles workbook every day for the year of 2026. A Course in Miracles is a sacred text that's specifically designed to rewire our mind, break free from illusions, and bring us into divine truth. So today is January 5. I'm going to do lesson 5 for us. I'm going to read for us, and you are invited to join me. So lesson 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever terms seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which we perceive as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step, and you ultimately recognize they're all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of an upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at, fill the gap, for the reason I think. I'm not afraid, fill the gap, for the reason I think. For example, I'm not angry at my family for the reason I think. I'm not afraid of heights for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe, and forms of upsets which you think results. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercise with the statement: there are not small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself less willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than others. If this occurs, think first of this: I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of this exercise, then, I will regard them all as the same. Then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them, using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience. Further examples are: I'm not worried about something for the reason I think, or I'm not depressed about something for the reason I think. 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. So that's the idea. For us to practice 3 or 4 times today, searching our minds for any upset that comes up, that's in our minds for the last few days. Getting what we are feeling about it, like I am worried about this meeting, or I am anxious about this meeting, or I am worried about my client, or I am angry at, I don't know, and then you fill the gap. So let's come up with the upsets that are in our minds from the last few days and apply this idea that we are not upset for the reason we think. So again, we are dropping all the meanings, the beliefs, the histories, the judgments, and even the mind training that we had all those years, that most of the time doesn't come from us, comes from everything around us. And today we're just dropping and practicing that we are not upset for the reason we think. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for practicing this workbook with me. I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye!